I have three stories here. The headlines are enough. Workers remove Ten Commandment monument from Oklahoma City Capitol grounds at 10:30 p.m. to keep protesters from demonstrating. Next headline, pork products face workplace ban for being offensive. And the next headline, school cancels America Day. Fourth headline, do you know what the fastest growing language in the United States is? Nope, it's Arabic. Fastest growing, not the most spoken, the fastest growing language in the United States is Arabic. Here's another headline. World's first lesbian bishop calls for church to remove crosses and to install Muslim prayer space instead. There is a creep that is happening throughout Western nations, Western cultures, and Western civilization countries. It is a creep through various means: illegal immigration, normal immigration, intimidation, political correctness, what have you. But Western civilizations are pretty much in the process of erasing themselves, in my view anyway. The people who wish to erase Western civilization, in many cases, are not even firing a shot. Some are, such as ISIS and Al-Qaeda and all that, but the illegal immigrants are not firing a shot. La Raza is not firing a shot. A number of the domestic upheavals in this country are happening not because of any kind of force. They're happening because of political correctness, fear, intimidation, you name it. First story, U.S. Daily Mail, a granite monument of the Ten Commandments that has sparked controversy since its installation on the Oklahoma Capitol grounds was removed late yesterday. It'll be transported to a private conservative think tank for storage. A contractor the state hired began removing the monument shortly after 10:30 last night. The removal of the Ten Commandments monument comes after the Oklahoma Supreme Court's decision in June that the display violates a state constitutional prohibition on the use of public property to support any sect, church, denomination, or system of religion. We are a Christian nation, Judeo-Christian ethic. We were founded and established that way, and we are erasing ourselves. We are allowing it to happen under the guise of religious freedom, except it's not religious freedom that's making this happen, because religious freedom is also under assault and could be said to be suffering defeats. Try employing your religious freedom if you're a county clerk in Kentucky. Try using your religious freedom if you're a pizzeria or a bakery or what have you in Indiana, Southern California, or Colorado. You'll find that your religious freedom doesn't mean anything. But in the name of religious freedom, the Ten Commandments monument must come down so as not to offend anybody who doesn't believe in them. It used to be our country. I mean, this is what was the United States. This was how it was funded. Now they're found in the melting pot, I guess. The people who believe this country was founded in an immoral way, is immoral, is unjust, and has been for over 200 years, must engage in all this to erase its history of racism, slavery, discrimination, or whatever. In other words, the United States has been flawed from the get-go, and it's time now to fix it. And every precept and principle on which the nation was founded was discriminatory, bigoted, or what have you, and so must not stand. And the melting pot used to be people coming here wanting to become Americans. Now it seems like people are coming here trying to erase America. And many who live in America are actually doing the erasing. Next headline, Breitbart, communal workplace kitchens communal workplace. What is a communal workplace kitchen? Does that mean like our little kitchen in here? I mean, we're a workplace. It's the communal that has, what is that, communal? Does it mean that we have to open it up to people outside the office here? Well, whatever it means, here's the story. Communal workplace kitchens may soon face a ban on pork products like sausage rolls and ham sandwiches over fears that they are offensive to certain faiths. See how guilty we are, folks. Ham sandwiches is a sign of the bigotry that this nation is, always has been, and has become. New guidelines posted by, actually, this is, I think, a UK story, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, the things happening at Western nations in Europe are tantamount to happening here, too. New guidelines proposed by Coexist House, a U.S. and UK-based interfaith group, which means it's a leftist group disguised as a religious group. Coexist House, a U.S. and UK-based interfaith group, urges employers to consider the rules of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, and Sikhism, as well as new religions like Scientology. It warns bosses to be sensitive to workers' religions before allowing ham products to be stored or prepared alongside other products. You know who's jealous about this is the vegans. The vegans, they've had to share refrigerators with meat eaters, and all of this time, all they would have had to do was make a religious argument about it, and the meat people would have had to remove their stuff, leaving the fridge exclusively for the use of the vegans. But now here come these other religions saying, we don't like pork, we don't like ham, you got to get it out of the fridge, you can't even have it in the kitchen if we're going to be there. And we're saying, okay, we'll get rid of it. The Brits are saying, fine, we don't want to offend you. We'll also suggest that alcohol should not be served at corporate events in case it upsets the feelings of members of certain faiths. Andy Dinham, professor of faith and public policy at Goldsmiths, University of London, is preparing the guidelines that will be put forward to employers this week. He told the Sunday Times, yeah, it'd be good etiquette to avoid heating up foods that might be prohibited for people of other faiths. The microwaves example is a good one. We also say don't put kosher or halal and other special foods next to another food or, God forbid, on the same plate. You cannot do that. October 5, 2015, Fox News, Todd Starnes, patriotic teenagers, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, showed up to class waving American flags in defiance of educators who canceled America Day over fears it might upset students who do not consider themselves to be Americans.